everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Bucker Designs, and I can't wait to show you this card. This was created with several new products from Stampin' Up! In their March 1st Celebration Coordination release. It is a Dutch door card that holds a gift card. Now you can see that this little cake dome is see-through. Isn't that so cute? I cannot wait to show you how to make this. Here are the framelits. They are designed to go with the Hello Cupcake stamp set, and I have another video showing you a project with a cupcake, so go look for that one if you're interested. For this project, we're going to use this sentiment on the inside, and then we're going to use some new sentiments from this really fun set called More Than Words. These all kind of coordinate with the Celebration 2019 stamp sets, which is really fun. Okay, well, let's get started. And what we're going to do first is make our cake dome filled with hearts. Now, when I bring that big shot over, we're going to do a bunch of cutting at one time. We're going to cut the cake stand out of silver foil. We're going to cut the cake dome twice out of vellum. And we can do those at the same time like that. And then we're going to cut the hearts using this line of hearts from the Be Mine Stitched Framelits. This is a wonderful set of framelits. And we're actually going to put a piece of adhesive on the back of this so that those hearts will all be sticky. That will help when you open it to not have any adhesive here. It looks like they're just kind of in there, but they actually have adhesive. So you might have seen me use this before. I absolutely love this adhesive. It's called a multi-purpose adhesive sheet, and it basically turns your cardstock into a big sticker. So anything you cut out of it will have sticky on the back. So I lay it in there so that I don't waste any. You can see I cut it out as I go, and I'm just going to cut around this like that. We'll put that piece aside, and you take that paper off, and now look, it has a sticker back. Yay! It's really fun to have pieces that are already sticky and you don't have to use adhesive. I love that. Okay, let me make room for this big guy to come in. This is our big shot. It does all of our die cutting, and I have the magnetic plate on there, so hopefully it will hold our pieces where they need to be. And here, this one's kind of big. We'll put him over here. That's the top of the cake dome. And then this piece, I think, might be just a little bit longer, so we'll put it kind of at a diagonal, and we're ready to cut. Now I'm going to go through here twice. You hear all that popping and snapping? That's normal. Big Shot makes that sound. I'm going to go through here twice because these guys are a little bit thicker. Remember, we've put that adhesive on there, so they might need a little bit more pressure to run through. All right, there's our cake dome, which we're actually going to cut down and make a little bit shorter. And then there's our cake stand. And when you see that, all of those little hearts are going to come out of there in just a second. Now, I'm going to take my trimmer, and I'm going to cut off about, let's see, about ½ an inch of my cake dome. And the reason I am doing that is because it was a little bit too tall for my card. Let's see, let's look at the card. I wanted it to kind of sit on a shelf or a tabletop, and I found that it was just kind of too tall for the whole card, so I shortened it just a bit. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit tedious, but it's going to be worth it, okay? We're going to have to peel off the backing of each of those hearts to stick them on there. So as I do it, I'll speed up the video just a bit so you don't have to watch me fumble with all of these sticker backings. You can even save that for a different project. Now, there's no rhyme or reason here. I'm just going to start stacking them up. I'm kind of going to just vary them, big and small and medium, all around on the dome. There we go. That goes there. Let's grab a small one and put that one up here. And you're just going to work your way down to make this little adorable little stack of hearts. All right, I think that will do. Now I have saved a few because I'm going to put a couple on the outside, one down there, and a couple in here, okay? So we're going to move those up here. Now if you wanted to put them all in there, remember you've got plenty of cardstock. You can cut a whole nother set of them if you'd like. Now I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put it right here on the top of this dome, and I am going to close it. Now if you like the fine tip glue pen, go ahead and use it. You can do that if you'd like. I'm going to put one down here to close it like that. Then I'm going to take my cake base, the base of our cake holder, and I am going to use a little bit of fine tip glue here, and I'm just going to put a few dots across, spread it out. Make sure you put that pen back in your fine tip glue or it will dry out. And then I'm going to set this right across there like that. Now let's bring over a couple of these little hearts and stick them. Let's do one there and a little tiny one. These are the ones that I have the hardest time holding on to. And that one can go there. Now up here, I have taken a piece of our flax ribbon. I cut off one long side, and now in here, I have these really cool kind of rustic pieces of thread. So I'm gonna fold it in half. Let's see, is it long enough for me to do a double bow? We'll see. Nope, I don't think so. I think we'll just do a single bow. There we go, like that. And I'm going to stick that on. Oh, that little side is a little bit bigger. Stick that on with a glue dot right there to cover up that glue dot. Isn't that adorable? All right, let's set it aside to dry and start putting our card together. Now you're going to need a piece of balmy blue cardstock that is half a sheet. So this time, usually I cut my cardstock in half on the short side. This time I cut it on the long side. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score it right in the middle at 4 1/4 to make that fold. Now I am going to cut off part of this. So just so that I know where I'm going to cut it, I'm going to put a score line 3 inches down. 1, 2, 3, right at 2.5, just like that. Now the score line, I guess, isn't necessary, but I like to do that so I know exactly where to cut it on my paper trimmer. Now line that up, that line right there in that gutter, and you can put this right here on the line. You can see exactly where it's at and cut there. And then I'm going to come back down here. I like to start down here so don't go too far. And cut that piece off. And there we have it. Now you've got a Dutch door. Let's start piecing all of this together. It is just going to be so adorable. Let me find my pieces. Here they are. All right, I have a piece of Gingham Gala Designer Series paper that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of Whisper White. And I don't remember the measurements on this one, but you guys, all of this is over on my blog on the original post where I did these projects. There's a PDF under the last photo. You'll find it and it has all the measurements for you. Now this piece is a piece of Whisper White that I used another framelit from the Be Mine stitched framelits. Isn't that cute? Kind of gives you that look of maybe like a tablecloth. And I'm going to put that right there. It looks like mine's a little bit long, so I'm just going to trim it off. And then we've got this little piece. This is Flirty Flamingo Designer Series paper from the Bright Stack. Just a little strip right there. It too is a little bit long. Let's trim it off. All right. Now, let's do some stamping, okay? We're going to use those 2 new stamps from the More Than Words stamp set. I suddenly couldn't remember what it was called. And we're going to overlap them, okay? So I'm bringing over a scrap piece of paper because I want the word wishes to be really light. So I'm going to stamp once on a scrap piece and then once right here. And you can see how it's very light. And then I'm going to go full strength right here with the birthday wishes. Now let's grab a couple of those. Nope, we're just going to do one. We'll save the other 2 for the inside. We're going to put that right there. Now let's flip it over here and let's stamp the other sentiment. Celebrate your day, right there. And we've got 2 more little hearts. Now you could just go crazy with these hearts. You could cut a few more and just go crazy. All right, come on, little guy. My last heart, he's holding out. He doesn't want to be stuck down. There we go. Now I have also cut out this piece. This is a scalloped border from the Seasonal Layers Framelits. And I designed it to be a gift card holder. So I'm going to put a very skinny line down here of my fine tip glue. And I wanted it to be very, very skinny because I want that gift card to slide down far enough so that it doesn't stick out above our Dutch door. It'll slide all the way to the bottom and it won't stick out there, okay? All right, last but not least, let's put on this cute guy. Now I think, let's see, do I want to use dimensionals? I think I do. I'm going to get some of our mini dimensionals because it's very narrow. And I'm going to put a few mini dimensionals right here on the base. And then we're going to lay that right in the center, right there on our little table. And those dimensionals will hold it in place. And there you have it. Isn't it super cute? And you can put your little gift card down in there. All right, let's look at them. I think you will love this project, and I hope you'll hop over to my blog and get that PDF. It has the list of all the products that I used as well as the measurements. Now remember, these products I showed you are only available through the end of March. So you've got to snag them before March 31st. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.